Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a paper collage like Matisse did using organic shapes and using the positive and negatives of those organic shapes that we create. So what we're going to need is we're going to need a pair of scissors and a glue stick. And the same with the glue sticks that I want you guys to do is when you take the lid off, put the lid back in the box. That way you don't lose it, okay? Lid stays home, glue comes out and plays. Alright, now I've got my glue and I've got my scissors. I'm going to pick out some paper. Now currently, what kind of shape is this? Organic or geometric?
Geometric.
That's right. I'm going to take this geometric shape and I'm going to create an organic shape out of it. And I want it to be a really interesting organic shape. So I'm going to have lots of different things going on. Now look, I just created two different shapes right there. Did you see that? But I'm going to take this and I'm going to go even more. And now I have three organic shapes, don't I?
Yeah.
Alright, and I think I'm going to just cut that off there.
That one looks like a bird.
Kind of does.
Oh yeah, it does.
That's the cool thing about organic shapes is your imagination sort of takes over. Yeah.
That one looks like a bird.
Okay, so now I've got a bunch of organic shapes. And remember when you use your glue stick, you just have a little bit come up. Don't undo the whole thing. Alright? You just have a little, because otherwise it gets all smashed and then it's hard to get it back in there. And I have to come and fix it. Blah, blah, blah. So just a little bit comes up. And you want to glue, make sure that everything gets glued down. Now look, I put it on my paper and I got glue all over my white paper. So when you do the gluing, glue it on the table. And then we can wipe it off the table a lot easier than we can wipe it off your project. And then I'm going to glue it on the table, and I want to get all those edges down nice and good so that it's easier to paint later. And I'm going to glue that one right on top there.
This will be a very messy side.
Now here's a scrap piece of paper here, and I'm going to create my own organic shape out of it. And I think I'm going to glue that one.
It's a shoe. It's a shoe.
I'm going to glue it. And I'm going to glue that one actually under that one. There. And then I'm going to make another one here. And I'm going to keep going. I think I'm going to put this one up in the corner. Right there. And I keep going, I keep going, I keep going until the whole paper is filled with different colors of organic shapes.
Can be white?
There can be white because in fact, do you see how I'm going to glue this one down here real quick. I'm going to glue that one right there. Now look, my white paper has become organic shapes too. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
There are questions? Yes?
Can you make your imagination go wild and make like a big safari and stuff?
We're just going to cut out organic shapes, and then if you look at it later and you see animals, then I guess that's okay. But mostly we don't want to actually cut out anything that we can recognize. This is kind of like when you look at the clouds. Okay?
Maybe like making an organic shape of ground. I don't know how you could.
Alright, so everybody go sit down and we'll get started.